Hello, welcome to DDOCaSplat. We're a static group that plays DDO on Khyber, and we're gonna do whatever the heck the Night Revels. Yeah, starting with the graveyard. Yeehaw, let's get some XP.
Ooh.
And it's a shame Cab's not with us tonight, so we could just gloat about how much better the Seahawks are than the Green Bay Packers. Who saw that one coming?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people were thinking the Packers needed a receiver.
Ouch. I was saying ouch, but I didn't think it came through.
Only one came through.
The plane of Mavar becomes coterminous with this corner of Swift. Dark energies are building throughout the day. Destroy the
Okay, everybody has now been sunk.
Yay!
Hey.
Thanks for serenading us.
You're welcome.
Ooh.
Oh man.
This guy named Potential Spam keeps calling me. I don't know what his problem is.
That's okay. The UN sent me an email today.
Nice.
Oh, really? Did they
Yeah.
need money?
I didn't investigate what they wanted, to be honest. I just saw it in my spam folder. I happened to check my spam folder today.
allowing you to explore further to the east.
Weirdest call I ever got was when it was called bedroom.
All right then.
Interesting.
That's what I thought.
Like that was the
Bedroom
caller
calling
ID.
you?
Yeah, that was the caller ID, was bedroom.
Dial M for murder.
Wonder how long it's gonna take for that like little audio cue. We've been in the quest for a little bit and not go, hound.
I know, right? I'm still doing it.
I am wearing a lovely assortment of cosmetics today. I have my fairy wings, the diver's helmet, and a random, I don't even know what color it is.
Fog dissipates atop
The
the
Red
hill
Crest
next to
robe or
Valera's
something.
tomb.
Red Crest heavy
A
armor with
fearsome
spike
form
plate.
emerges from the mist.
Oh dear.
It's a mix. It's a mix.
The dense fog blocking the northern and southern paths near Valera's tomb lifts.
I'm gonna do
You
something
can
crazy
hear
and go the other
shuffling
way.
Steps of the undead growing.
And these
Oh, are you
overrated anyway.
are you splitting the party?
I am splitting the
is.
party.
Okay.
You know that's like forbidden, right? He doesn't care.
I mean, it's
He's chaotic neutral.
not recommended.
Nope.
I think it's okay out here though.
I think it'll be fine.
Famous last words.
True.
No, really, guys, I got this.
Just a
I'll
flesh
be
wound.
fine.
Just a flesh wound.
Working out pretty well. I got 2 keys so far.
I got one.
3. Splitting up things working out really well for getting keys.
Oh, like sometimes I don't even see that I get a key. I see that you get a key.
Right.
It's a pop up around your in the middle of your screen.
On the top middle of your screen, which basically means you
It's
can
also
hardly
under the
find it.
standard channel if you're looking. If you want to find it that way.
I mean, who has time to do that when I'm just, you're just killing and looting?
D-door.
What are we doing? Did we
We
meet
need to go
already?
back to Delira's tomb.
Did we
Yep.
meet already?
Yes, we met, but it wasn't like there was a huge difference between just walking and Theodore.
Probably would have avoided a couple of mobs potentially.
There was one,
Yeah,
a
I
single
don't know.
mob. Although I see more people
bunch
follow the
of
people
'em.
that read to the Dedor.
I keep looking at Gilgamesh thinking he's a wraith.
Close enough.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
It is.
The creature collapses,
Down.
and you feel the swirling
Oh, yeah, right.
energies of Mabar dissipate.
I don't have
You
those
sever the
reactions because I
graveyard's
didn't do
connection with
hardcore,
the
so.
plane of night. For a short while, at least.
You're in Shadow Dancer, right, Arcot?
Yes.
I'm gonna run and take my level real quick. Be right back.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is there more than one pet, or is it just the Doom Spearlet?
I think it's just the one pet.
Okay.
There is a mount this year.
I know, I got that. It's cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I
Also
don't
the
like it. It's too spiky.
Also the shield, but it's only in one color, which is disappointing.
Well, maybe they'll add other colors for other festivals.
And to be fair, they didn't start off with multiple colors for the other.
Sure.
cosmetics.
Just the one pet.
They tried to trick you with some of the hats. They look like they should be a pet, but they're just a hat.
All right. Thank
Like
you
you were
for your
expecting
patience.
to just get like a floating hat?
Saphira, are you coming?
the picture looks like it should
Oh yeah,
be a
sorry. I was
hat.
waiting. Sorry, I didn't realize she was done already. Sorry, I was just sitting outside waiting.
Trying to be quick, but you know.
I didn't even see you run past me.
I was fast.
If anybody wants any artificer buffs, just you're gonna have to say something, because we're gonna be going through these so fast.
Yeah, right. My goal is to finish a couple of these before Fire is done singing songs.
The woman, the sound of ravenous
Might be pretty hard to do, though.
groans from behind the door sets your nerves on
I'm already finished doing songs, so.
The desiccated corpses collapse with a sickening thud. The last of the skeletal forms.
I was up playing my fire sword, and oh my god, I was going through these like a hot knife through butter.
I know.
Yes, I soloed all these to get my horse and my gear and stuff like that. It's super fast. I don't know if it's harder with more people though. Does the difficulty increase when the more people that you have?
I don't think so. I think they just do more mobs.
Okay.
I think the answer is yes, but not in a linear fashion. Like, it's not 6 people, it's 6 times harder.
Okay.
Empire crumbles to dust as you strike the mortal blow.
Ah shit, I must have done this one before on this guy.
It ends up being like 6 people is like 2.5 times the number of mobs. Or something like that.
Okay.
But there's 6 times the number of people throwing damage and such.
Yeah.
So it is definitely not an equal scale.
Hey, Arcot, how's the new
Yes, sir?
quarterback looking?
You know, I haven't watched really any games because they're not on here, so I couldn't tell you.
That's disappointing.
And we get plenty of Bills and Chiefs games, and of course Denver. But Steeler games are pretty far and few between.
My condolences for the Denver games.
Tales have been told of strange
Or,
disturbances
you know, like so
inside
this
Lord's
last
Palace.
Sunday, the Steelers are playing the Dolphins, and it was on at 6 o'clock my time, which is right smack dab in the middle of my Pathfinder game on Sunday
Oh,
nights.
yeah.
So I don't, I just pay attention to that. So it's really, really hard for me to see my team. Which sucks.
Unless
That
you want to
would be
pay
the
the like
Steelers. Yeah.
$30 a month or whatever.
No, I'm not. I don't even. The only reason why I even have what do you call it, the Amazon Prime, is because I get the the Prime for shipping the books for on 2 days for free. So I don't have Netflix. I don't have any of those other things.
I think I heard that you
I'm
can,
too cheap.
Yeah, I think I heard that you could get like NFL Network, but for like a team specific. But I'm not sure if that's the right sport or not. Or
Already up.
So I went to Atlantic City this weekend,
yeah,
and I lost $25. That's it. I only lost $25.
Big spender.
I won 11. I won 11, but I lost.
What did you
25.
play?
I know.
Slots?
Yeah, I did.
penny slots.
Might as well go to
Actually, no,
any
it was
casino for
It
those.
was like 50 centers. I had originally only lost 20, and then I passed a Wonder Woman machine, and I just had to play. I had to put $5 in because it's Wonder Woman, and not all. And it was Linda Carter Wonder Woman. So
What, you got something against Gal Gadot? Wonder Woman?
no, I'm just saying it was the original Wonder Woman. Like I might have been able to pass up Gal, but not Linda Carter.
I'll loot that chest just because they're not done with their side yet.
Yeah.
We did finish our site.
You didn't while I was looting. Or you finished while I was looting.
Okay.
I'm giving myself a detour.
So, pre-X-Men, what's your favorite superhero portrayal?
X-Men?
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
it's-
before all
it's-
the Marvel movies.
Well, I mean,
Before Marvel, before Dark Knight.
obviously, you already know mine.
Yeah, Linda Carter, Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Sure.
I'd say she's still my favorite, even though after all of them, she's still my favorite. I just love
Okay.
her. But it's good memories. I mean, it was before my time, but I used to watch like the reruns and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then they recently had them on Saturday nights early, and yeah, that was a family tradition. You got to watch them when you're eating dinner on Saturday nights.
Nice.
I'm gonna say Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman and Superman 2.
Okay. Interesting choice. 2 over 1.
Yeah, the ones with the General Zod and his 2 henchmen.
I think I'd say Keaton's Batman. We may need to find a topic that Tosh can speak to, because she's been awfully quiet tonight.
Oh, I remember I'm level 20 or 21 now, so I'm a little on the lower side. So I'm trying not to get myself killed.
Impressive.
The fun part of this is DDOCaSplat.
Hey.
Plus, we're doing stuff where XP doesn't drop if you die.
True.
Well, that's true. And you don't lose your tune for the rest of the season either.
True.
Also true.
I'm looking to see if I was alive during any of the Wonder Woman series. Okay, I'm gonna date myself, but yes, I was barely alive. Barely alive.
See, this is one of the reasons why we're not going to talk about these things, all right?
Heading into Hayweird.
Not careful, Peach is gonna be gone because he's already getting his song.
I'm sure there are
Have been
comic books that
rumors of
predate
strange
Tosh.
things stirring within the now
No, I'm talking
yeah.
about the. I'm talking about the
Shows,
I know you
not-
are.
TV show. I'm talking about the TV show.
I know you are.
Yeah. I was like, wait, was I alive? No.
Mira is the only one not in, so she isn't getting a song yet.
Come here. Well, I'm on the load screen.
You were not targetable when I was starting to leave, so.
Are you in?
Yeah.
Make sure we don't cost you this car or something.
No.
There you go. Song incoming.
What's doing the electric guitar-y sounds?
Me.
But how?
I'm not sure which one it is, but I am using Here's-Some's Fiddle, and I'm a Storm Singer.
Maybe it's Storm Singer?
Yeah. That's
But
why
it sounds
I'm not
new.
Can you do it again, and so I can know what pretend you're talking about?
I'm just doing all of my abilities.
It just sounds like a more electric guitar than fiddle.
Well, that's nice.
That's the epic moment. Or epic
Right.
strike.
It could also just be the random proc on lightning strikes and such.
What it was?
Horn of Thunder.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
I didn't catch it.
Probably have to go next to him when he's not. There's not a bunch of other stuff going on.
It's a big. It sounds like a ship's horn. Is what it really sounds like. That's the Horn of Thunder. Like a foghorn.
Sits here, dormant and unsolved.
Probably a combination of the Horn of Thunder with my lightning strike proc on an enemy.
I don't know, it definitely sounds electric guitar-y. Hey, I worked the concert for the Who the other night.
Ooh, I bet you that was good.
I enjoyed it because we were done loading out in under 2 hours. Like a really small show.
Huh.
A pale form stands before you. Then it grins slightly, revealing a set of fangs that betray the creature's true
Like
nature.
six trucks, I think. Which is
You'd think somebody like the Who would have a
I
much
know.
bigger get-up than that.
Nope, they're just simple setup.
Now, do they sleep on their buses or do they actually get hotels? Like, how does that work?
I think it depends on the artist,
Oh, okay.
but I think they
Oh.
generally are going to be sleeping on a bus, and
Yeah.
usually probably. Way down here. Yeah, usually they're gonna be sleeping on a bus. Although, like the headliners are probably sleeping on like a nice bus.
It's just changing the quality of the bus. It's not really changing where they're sleeping.
Sure.
A spectral form materializes nearby. A chill of fright runs down your spine as it
Stays
approaches.
in long enough for me to torch you.
It doesn't surprise me though that the more classic artists have less gear. I mean, I remember I saw Simon and Garfunkel, which by the way was amazing, and like they had like nothing on stage other than themselves and 2 microphones, and they were amazing because that's all you need for Simon and Garfunkel. I mean, they had the band behind them, but not like there wasn't like a light show or anything like that.
How was
Yeah,
your
I mean-
pizza? Is that what you're eating?
What was that?
How is your pizza or whatever you're eating?
It's pizza. Delicious.
Okay.
There is it's a big thing nowadays, like to have the spectacle as part of your show.
Has transformed
Yep.
this place into a corrupt shadow
Um,
of what it once
Which
was.
I don't begrudge or anything like that. I mean, I work in the industry. Like, spectacle's kind of what we do. But there's definitely something to be said about. I mean, at the foundation, people are probably going to be less interested in the show if it sounds bad, regardless of whatever else is happening.
Yep.
We stepped into the next one.
It's not letting me out.
Okay.
I'm stuck.
Okay, do we need to pause then and not hit any more? Pumpkins.
We just need to know.
Probably.
Okay, pausing.
The way
I didn't
is
have a failed
blocked.
teleport, but it's still not letting me out. So I think I'm just going to shoot it and just do it over again.
I get more time watching DDOcast, so I can get more points to spend in our game.
Got schedule one.
The new one's up.
I'm up to 19.7k channel points now.
Jeez. You're gonna cause inflation all by yourself there, buddy.
I mean, that's the goal.
My other party it's kind of on a similar track that you guys are. They got to the man and the crocodile puzzle. And
Okay.
they're like really hitting their head on it, right? And they almost figured it out by complete accident, but one of them got impatient and screwed it up. Like they actually had the answer, and someone said do this, and the person was too hesitant to do it, so they like hemmed and hawed over it, and then the other person got impatient and did it, but was the wrong person to do it, kind of a thing. So it blew up in their face. But they were a lot more tenacious about it and spent pretty much the entire session trying to figure it out. Oh shit.
I am in and moving.
All right.
Okay.
But so
Smash pumpkin.
they at one point were like, can you just give us a hint? I was like, okay, I'll take 3 inspiration from the party and I'll give you a hint. Only they only had 2, so I gave one of them disinspiration, so I get to pick when he has to reroll and lose the lower roll. And then I gave them like a really unhelpful. I mean, it actually kind of got where they were already. I think I told them something to the effect of like, you have every piece of information you
A
need
door
to figure this
opens
out,
nearby.
something like that. And they finally figured it out.
key.
You unlock the door.
Crest. 2 crests. Shadow's in here somewhere to kill, but I'm gonna go stick the crest
Yep.
and move on.
Don't you need? Isn't that
You
a?
spot something in the shadows.
Yeah, it's a requirement.
It is, but it doesn't
We
stop
have
you
plenty
from
of people
moving
doing
on.
Yeah.
Something about this area seems strange.
Okay, shadows are done.
Come on, pumpkin. Get roasted. Saw a pretty creative jack-o'-lantern. Someone had carved it in the shape of a butt with 2 hands holding it.
Oh dear.
And that was pretty impressive. Impressive thought and creativity there.
Sneak it! Oh,
You okay, Tosh?
Yeah, I just can't open this thing. I keep rolling ones.
Do you need me to give you a buffer or something?
No, it's all right. We don't care about that test anyway, do we?
Nope.
You spot shapes up ahead. Evil creatures that have been called forth by the endless night. You savor this small victory over the forces of darkness.
Ooh, level.
Yay, me too.
We have
congratulations.
$25.
Is it okay if I go take it?
I
Take
just took
22?
mine.
I'll be right back.
It's not like it takes a whole lot of time to
No,
level
it
at
doesn't.
epics.
Nope.
Yeah.
An unnatural darkness has descended upon this valley, and a restless wind groans through the trees. A lone warforged stands beside the wall, scanning the landscape.
How's your hockey team doing, Saphira?
Good. What's the score? Who's winning? The Blackhawks are winning. We're sad right now.
A necromancer has made his home.
But
somewhere
otherwise,
in
yes,
this
they're doing good.
desolate woods.
I think they're.
You'll need to find him before you can face the Minotaur chief.
I think they have 8 points. They're 4-1-1. Yep.
Reasonable.
No, that would be more points than that. That would be like 9 points.
9 points. Thank you.
Trusting that someone's going to the Necromancer and going to the next
Yep.
section.
Doing the necro.
I guess I'll go to the pumpkin.
I was going.
I'm following you, Saphira.
Okay.
I think I heard that the Kraken beat the Avalanche.
They did.
Oops. Sorry. I went a little too far.
I'm
This
assuming
valley
that means that the
pumpkin.
Avalanche pulled a Green Bay and failed to show up to play a game.
Yeah, that a little surprising.
Any team can
What-
beat any other team, right?
What do I think about Green Bay right now? Well, I've never really been much of an Aaron Rodgers fan, even though I am a Packer fan. Do I think Aaron Rodgers is a bit full of himself? Yes. Do I think he's been able to keep it under wraps and hide the full of himself that he is? Yeah, he's been able to hide it pretty well. But I feel like he's lost patience and is no longer able to hide the fact that he's just acting like a jerk. And now he's mad at all these new players because, you know, they're still figuring stuff out. And I think he's throwing little temper tantrums that I've done. I've let it out. Oh, that felt good.
And his minions sing.
You
Tell us how you
wonder
really
if-
feel.
You wonder how they'd be doing if, you know, maybe they didn't have 50-odd million tied up in him and could actually afford to put a roster around him.
I know, right?
I mean, I kind of just wonder how well they'd be doing if they could afford to have a single name like a true #1 wide receiver.
Let's throw a D-Door.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Or just
thank
take
you.
the
Uh-huh.
take the ballista that was there.
Too late.
That's too easy.
Don't stop killing Minotaur skeletons now.
Would you kill the-
Matador chieftain glares down at you as
We
he
got the
steps
pumpkin.
through the portal.
I was wondering
How
whether there was a
brave
D-door
of you
here.
coming to face me. But when I
Oh,
kill
somebody
you, you'll
said
regret
ballista. I thought
making
we
the
were
trip.
finishing.
Oh no, the
Left into here from the pumpkin
yeah.
area.
Mm.
They might be finished by the time we get there.
I know.
Probably.
would be if Gilgamesh would stop dancing around.
The chieftain's bones scatter to the ground. This time, you vanquish
return to
him
Doris.
once and for all.
There you go, Theodore's up.
For certain.
There's do we get anything out of that chest? I forget. Is it possible we can get cool
Just
things out of
stuff.
it?
Maybe a
random
key.
Random loot.
Nothing important.
Yeah.
I got 3 black apples. Yay.
Oh, I got a key. Ooh, and 2 pieces of chocolate.
Ooh, you left some stuff for us to kill.
Yep.
Oh, they didn't even open the chest, Tosh.
They left. They left. They said they
There was
were.
still stuff there, and we didn't care.
And we did say the D-door was up.
It disappeared
they
before
were-
we got here.
They were behind.
Ah,
Saphira can
okay, I
cast
mean-
a D-door.
I got a
We
D-door.
did.
Yeah.
We took it.
We just wanted to loot.
Snitching, liching.
We wanted shiny stuff.
Yeah.
I think Tosh is the only person in this party that can't cast a D-door.
Yet. I can't cast a D-door yet.
Yeah. Once she gets enough points.
Exactly. Well, I mean, who knows? It's possible I may not get it. So.
I mean, I don't go into Shadow Dancer for...
Yeah.
I mean, I did just UMD him.
Well, there is that. Yeah.
The distant sounds of
Draconic
panicked
and,
voices
you're doing acid, right?
scattered fighting
Yeah.
echo from the
So Draconic
walls.
and
Moonlight
Primal
reveals a
Avatar is
path
my
amongst
choice.
the rooftops.
Yeah. So far, I'm in Draconic.
The
The sound of
Thanks.
fleeing townsfolk rise.
Primal
The
Avatar
door
Shardstorm
begins to stray.
with upgrade
The
is just
creature
a ton of
the
extra
mummy
temporary hit
collapses
points. It's
into a
great.
pile of scattered bandages and fetid dust.
Plus you're getting acid and poison. Cool. One of these days I'll probably do like a little video of my TR build, Alchemist build.
That'll be fun.
The door
I
opens.
think people would probably find it helpful or interesting.
You can see a lever.
Probably just as many people say, what an idiot, why would you build something like this?
Well, you know, you do what works for you,
The
right?
gate opens.
You gotta try something. You
Revealing
just
a
gotta try it. Just gotta
courtyard
try it.
and a ladder.
Try stuff.
Dark creatures begin to appear from the shadows. The ladder slides into place, allowing access to the rooftops above. The zombie in the courtyard looks strangely. Broderick Nettle's undead form slumps to the ground.
Completely off the ladder.
The tattered form falls in defeat.
1 minute, 50
And the
seconds,
feeling
and
of
almost
dread
200k
that
XP.
surrounded the lich fades.
Nice.
Krabby and I were talking on the show last night. Like, would have been nice if they'd have fixed the XP legendary bug before this dropped, like with Cove. Like, yeah, but no one does Cove for XP. Everyone does Rebels for XP.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been nice to get some if you were doing it on a tune that could use it, you know?
Sure,
I'll be
but
right there.
like,
But the point is, though, that they knew that there was a problem with
yes.
these challenges and they didn't bother to fix it. And that's not good.
Yeah, but then they released Night Revels and there was a dull roar about it. And they fixed it. Like, fire leveling?
Yes. I wanted to actually go and take level 32 finally, so
Yay.
now I can shout and
Congratulations.
actually make everybody
Heal
healthier.
us, yeah. Yeah, I hadn't been taking any of that on my main because she's melee. But when that came out, I'm like, I'm taking that. It's really nice.
I'm going straight over the jump.
I'll go right then.
An overwhelming stench assails you as you begin to explore the hideout.
Oh no, there was a trap there.
The door is locked tight and can only be opened when the runes are lit. Look for two mechanisms that will unlock the door when activated.
Oh, were there kobolds there?
Iced kobolds.
Yeah,
Maybe
apparently.
used to be some. There's a bunch of them in front of me that are chasing somebody or other.
Yeah, who do you think they're
Has
chasing?
been
I know who they're chasing. But I figured I'd be polite.
Okay, I'll go this way. Wait, nope, that's not where we split. Now I'll go this way. Nope, you're going that way. Okay, I'll go this way.
The rune begins to glow. It looks very similar to a rune found after the second rune activates and the door unlocks in the
Everybody have a
distance.
song. I think they do, but
Much as I tried to avoid it, yes, I do.
Yes, I have some.
although I got you before you started running off there, PJ.
I have a
Knows me
song,
too
but
well.
I guarantee you don't want to hear me sing it.
Ditto.
The guttural groans of shuffling undead can be heard. A muffled voice speaks. The door shatters as several creatures shamble towards you. Malkirik the Lich bids his creations to attack. As Malkirik crumbles to dust, a
Smoked him.
feeling of calm settles throughout the room.
Had time to level. I haven't had time to spend any of my points. That's okay. It will happen later.
Well, my regular shout was able to heal most of the party for 1,000.
Nice.
You just did that one, Tosh.
Yeah, I hit the wrong key as well, so I couldn't get it open to close up. So anyway, it's all good.
Figured out eventually.
Eventually, I got it figured. I knew what I
As you
needed to do. I
enter
just
the
had to do it.
tavern, you notice the smell
It doesn't
of
always like to do
rot
what I
in
want
the
it to do.
air.
This one, there's not enough
Shades
room to
begin
escape the
fall
sucks.
From the ceiling above.
Wahahaha.
Just stand in the middle and he can hit everybody.
Wait, I have to move?
Pounding can be heard.
I feel like I can hit
down
anybody from
below.
anywhere in here.
You probably get blocked if you're downstairs and I was upstairs.
I don't think that it can
The
be blocked.
mummy and its servants dropped from the roof. The creature
I can test.
hisses.
One's up.
Born has been
Figment.
slain.
Gordon was up. Briefly.
Sarah Sens is still up.
The
There we go.
shriveled corpse crumbles to
Go ahead and test it if you
With
want
the
there.
mummy gone, Maxwell Stadler
Not like I gotta run out of songs.
5 seconds.
It's on your level.
I'm down at the door. Make you run.
Okay, yeah, if you're all the way up there, you're actually out of range. It's not
There you go.
blocked, you're just out of range.
Two, 226.
Eternity. We saw someone die to the Spectral Dragon on hardcore.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was like, what are they doing in there?
I mean, there is a spectral dragon in...
No, they died to Eternity.
Oh, okay.
It gets named. there was no doubt where they died and who
Yep.
killed them.
I see Tosh is taking my advice.
I am.
Oh crap! I gotta sell. I got nothing left. I'll be right back.
What?
I gotta sell. I got no room left.
Throw some junk out.
I didn't even realize I had that much stuff.
Yeah, I'm having to keep close track of mine too. I've got 7 slots left.
I have 33 slots left. How much stuff are you carrying?
No. Remember,
kidding.
this is the one from hardcore. She doesn't have the
But
extra
you-
backpack slots.
You should have
I
5
guess that's true.
backpack
I have
tabs.
all of this
Guess that's
stuff
true.
that I brought over with her to do something else with, all that jazz.
Yeah, I'll give you that. You don't have the extra purchased ones. That makes sense.
Yeah, but she will have, since I will probably run her at least some more. I will eventually buy them when they're on sale.
Man, thanks.
Eternity, the spectral dragon, lies imprisoned far below Dalera's graveyard. The creature's jailer, Yvonne, is eager to speak with you. To imprison the spectral dragon, you must relight the crystals that power the central oculus. Cultists loyal to Eternity
Oh,
have
don't have to
broken
turn
in and
the
disabled
crystals,
the mechanism that
the
held
mirrors
the
this
spectral
time.
dragon. You must reopen the oculus before Eternity breaks free. As the beam hits the crystal, a voice from the central chamber bellows in rage.
Servants! Stop these intruders before they ruin everything!
A beam of light strikes the gem, and the oculus in the middle of the structure grinds open. An
Got all
eerie
quiet all of a
voice
sudden.
booms from the central chamber.
Everybody trying not to mess
That
anything up.
accursed Moonlight. Not again.
I'm letting my instrument do the
Farewell, my
talking.
servants. I shall not be imprisoned.
The magic that kept the gate locked vanishes as the creature falls. Moonlight shines down upon Eternity, making the spectral dragon vulnerable to your... The door to the upper area closes behind, trapping you in the chamber of Eternity.
Key doors up.
Ooh, excellent.
3 pulls on the mirrors.
You still have to do one on the activation switch, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the chamber below, Eternity
The
is
only thing that's
preparing
different
a
this time is
ritual
you have
that
to
will
pull the mirror 3
destroy
times.
the wards that hold
Okay.
her once and for all.
Everything else is exactly the same.
Creatures emerge, surrounded by necromantic energy and dangerous to any who approach.
I'm really kind of
A
surprised at
deep
how
mechanical
few mobs are
scraping
in
can
this
be heard as
one.
the oculus grinds open.
Yeah,
In the
you'd think
central
they'd
chamber,
respawn them around the
Eternity
levers. But...
bellows
Mhm.
in outrage.
Mostly just running.
Yep.
Eternity bows in defeat, bathed in
He's
the
king.
moonlight. The spectral dragon freezes
like
in
cake.
place
Huzzah.
as
Cake is tasty.
Nom nom.
Nom nom nom. Alrighty, we did it.
Yay, team.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that was fast. Not even an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Very.
Mhm. So, is there something else you were wanting to do?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the XP level, so.
Yeah, that stuff worth a lot of XP.
Yes, it is.
I'm saying I want to do more stuff that's worth a lot of XP.
Damn it. Go to something like White Plume Mountain. Something.
White Plume sounds good.
I could switch to somebody else. It would be more useful.
I don't care.
Yep.
What difficulty were you thinking?
R1. Unless people have other opinions on the matter.
R8.
Takes too long.
It takes too long.
So much
Certainly
Reaper
nothing
XP.
more than R6, but R1 would be just fine.
If we bring do R6, I'll bring Tasher. If we
Just
don't, I'll
do
bring
one.
Serenia. Okay.
Get some,
Okay, where am I
get some
going?
XP. White Plume Mountain.
I'll also
Take
switch.
Keepers.
Okay.
Grove. There's so many short quests you can do, shorter quests for Reaper you can do that. And I like running White Plume Mountain. That's a fun one.
It is.
For some reason, I have no teleport scrolls in the sky.
Whoops.
If you could only cast teleport.
Hang on, I see them.
So you might get a kick out of this, Arcot. Ranked choice voting is on our ballots for primaries.
Yeah, and the Wyoming legislature is looking at it, and I think they're crazy.
I'll be right back.
I'd be much more open to open primaries than I would be to ranked choice voting.
We got those too. Although if you're doing ranked choice voting, if it's not an open primary, what's the point?
What do you mean? There's plenty of point of doing open primaries.
No, I mean if you don't have an open primary,
Then, well,
ranked
okay, I
choice
see what you're
voting
saying.
seems a little silly to me.
Well, yeah, it seems silly, yes. But I would prefer to have just open primary and no ranked choice voting.
Yeah, I wonder what the research is on like what, because in theory, like one of the things that they like to say about ranked choice voting is that it makes it more moderate, right? Because you're trying to attract a larger group of people. It's not just your like your people, but you're also trying to get the other people to vote for you that voted for other people as well, right? And it seems like it's been mixed on if that's been effective in that regard or not. But I wonder if open primaries if there's like a track record on open primaries along the same vein.
No idea.
Yeah.
Although an open primary would tend to moderate the choices as well, or rather, it would diffuse the two dominant parties. It would diffuse their influence.
Right.
At the foot of the stairs, a corpse grieves.
Which in this day and age, quite frankly, it sounds kind of good to me.
I kind of like the idea of instead of doing districts kind of like we do now, have it.
Inside, you can see the codex page sitting on a pedestal.
I think how to say this while I'm trying to read. I need to type or
blocked
click.
behind three magical seals.
There's an idea that you would have.
Symbol of a weapon,
Well, it's like the house
a
districts instead of them
sword,
being like
a
individual
hammer,
districts.
and a trident.
They would
A
be
regal creature waits for you in the
larger
water
and
here. It
like
meets
multiple
your gaze with eyes
representatives
filled
in
with
each
both
district.
sadness and
Kind of a
wisdom.
thing, like dividing up a little bit differently.
Well, so
The
you
idea
have,
being to
administer your
get rid of
first taste.
gerrymandering, right? Like instead of having like districts that are drawn like
The
crazy
Sphinx
puzzle
clears her
pieces,
throat and begins her challenge in a solemn
have it
tone.
be
Well,
more along the lines of like
you
the
could
whole
do that,
state
but
is
here's
going for it.
yeah, here you could do that, but to satisfy the principle of one something, one vote, one whatever, you'd have to essentially, have like 500 representatives in a state, with a fairly decent sized population. And now I'm exaggerating, but it's not one per district anymore. It's like you have to have like a bajillion per state, relatively speaking. So Delaware, which only has one representative, like Wyoming has one representative, they'd wind up with like 50 or something similar. And it just wouldn't. Well, first off, it wouldn't work because you'd have to have a constitutional amendment to change the total number. Right now, it's constitutionally it's 435. So in order for that to work, you'd have to have way more representatives than that. So you have to amend the Constitution, which would be very difficult to do.
I'm not entirely sure I follow that logic, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, if I could wave a magic wand, though, for like American politics, I'd change how we do the electoral college more than anything else. Excuse me,
Thank you.
not like get rid of it, but just the all for nothing from get rid of the all for nothing from each state. Have it be proportional.
A narrow winding path leads over a
So
drop
if you
into
win the
beds
state,
of
you get the 2 for the
spikes and
Senate,
whirling
the
blades.
senators, and then
path
the
seems to be
representative
slick,
ones are proportional.
almost frictionless. A dangerous walk indeed.
That's probably never going to happen either. So.
Yeah, right up there with term limits for.
Actually, term limits have a more of a chance than
Yeah.
some of these other things I'm hearing people discuss. Right now, there's roughly, I think it's roughly like 8 or 9 more states need to approve the call for the not a constitutional convention, it's something else. It's an Article 5 convention. And
Term limits?
Well,
you
for
want
it's
term
it's,
limits or you
it's
don't want them?
well, the people that are calling for the Article 5 convention want term limits, and there's other things they want for. So, for example, a constitutionally required balanced budget amendment, and a few
That'd
other
be hilarious.
things.
Oh man, you think they fight now? You can't pass the budget now. If it had to be balanced,
Yeah.
Well, I would like to see a balanced budget. I'd like to see zero-based budgeting, which means you have to ask for your budget every year instead of doing things like every 2 years. And not only that, but the budget that you asked for last year you wouldn't necessarily get, so you have to basically re-ask for your new budget every year and justify it.
is it? How often do they do the budget? Is it just the debt ceiling that they raise every time, or are they?
Yes, they do
taking
raise
the-
the debt ceiling pretty much every time, but
But they're
generally,
not redoing the budget every time when they're doing that. I feel like they're always tweaking the budget.
more or less they are, but they're not truly redoing their budgets every year. They're never starting from zero and then saying okay, this year we need this much for this program or this weapon system or whatever. It's pretty much they just take the same budget that they had previously, and then they essentially add on for inflation and whatever else they think they're going to need.
Reaper's in a really inconvenient spot. Ooh, right.
Wow, this guy's killing me.
Remnant down below.
I can't. Stush.
Can you get the trap? Okay.
Should, yeah. And fire can too, of course.
Well, Hipfire is the one that got this one.
I'm a lot more questionable than
To
you are,
your
guy.
surprise, a mouth
That's why I
carved
use
into
the skill
stone
boost.
wall
Oh,
announces
okay.
your presence in a booming voice. Hark! Guests approach! The halfling's grin grows larger, and then larger.
And there's also talk about an amendment that essentially says, all the laws that the senators and representatives pass for us, they also have to abide by, and anything that they pass for us, they have to abide by. So essentially, the elected, senators and representatives don't get special privileges,
Your objective.
Would be
which I'm
good.
also okay with.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I wouldn't mind seeing, although I think it's less of an issue now, but I wouldn't mind seeing Election Day be like more of a holiday or a weekend or something, like when more people have the day off.
So,
But we
so
have so
yeah.
much early. We have so much early voting and mail-in voting that I'm not entirely sure how much of a problem that is anymore.
Right, exactly, and that's a good point, and I don't think it's really much of an issue either. I don't know of any state that doesn't allow early voting. I mean, even beyond, absentee voting. I mean, my state does early voting, and I'm probably going to vote early tomorrow.
I've got my ballot filled out. I got it today. Remnant in the back.
Can we have a thing where after you turn in your ballot, you don't have to see any more political ads?
I know.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so tired
This
of it.
strange
I know.
spinning tunnel is slick to the touch and smells
It's really
horrible.
funny too. Like
A
they're
running jump at the start might
close
be
to
required
538 a
to
lot.
get through.
And one of the things that they've looked at, not just them, but like has been looked at a lot, is how much does advertising actually impact an election? And it appears to be pretty minimal. It's not that it doesn't impact it, but it's not gonna overcome big. It's like 1 or 2% kind of a thing.
I think it probably causes awareness, you know, oh, it's an election coming up. But
There's a
yeah, I think once people make their decision, they make their
there's a rem chest in the tunnel,
in the tunnel.
the spinning tunnel. I think it
Yeah, I
makes
can't
more
get
of a difference when you don't know who they are, right? But actually, one of the things they're pointing to is that it looks like advertising earlier is actually more effective. Like the late blitz.
Oh dear God! Don't say that.
Right.
Sorry. But like the late blitz campaign is ineffective because a lot of people
Sure.
have already
And-
voted or already have made up their minds. But they talked
Right. Oh,
about
I can definitely see that.
They talked about I guess
guess
Mitt Romney's campaign when he ran for president. Said that the Obama campaign really kind of got an early perception out about him, about like out of touch businessman or something like that. That they thought they had a really hard time shaking. I thought was kind of interesting.
The tears in them close, and the water begins to drain from the chamber.
Well, you know, if
As
the shoe
the water
fits.
recedes,
Yeah.
You notice a crest marked with a trident toward the back of the chamber.
Well, unfortunately, these days our
Another
politics is
crest
less about
claimed.
what
Only
is
one
and more about
left
what
to
you can
go.
get people to believe.
Yeah.
Bright
Very
green
true.
slime
Scare
covers the
politics.
floor here. Something about it gives you a bad feeling. The green slime proves to be quite flammable. It burns away quickly, even in this dank cave.
Mitt Romney shot his own. He shot his own foot. I mean, binders full of women, and the other 53% are gonna, 47% aren't gonna pay for it anyway, or whatever.
This mechanical door
I don't even remember that
keyhole
campaign.
mounted in the stone floor in front of it. A set
I mean, I
of
remember the
5
buzz around
patchwork
Obama, but that was
creatures
about it.
regard you impassively, each branded with a glowing
No,
number.
Mitt Romney just,
One of them
he just
begins to
totally,
speak. If you can
he
pick
wasn't
it
thinking.
out
I mean, he
who's
just didn't
the
think things through. He didn't think people would hear him. I mean, just got to be smarter than the, the microphone in front of you, frankly.
Well, I kind of wonder how much it. I feel like Obama really captured something in the zeitgeist. But, the Obama Romney was only the second presidential election I got to vote in.
I love these. Oh, you got
If you
them.
want them, I'll give them back. Give them to you. I don't care. I do have some other ones.
Is there
but
a
I hate
chest
to
back
leave 'em.
there?
No,
No,
there's
Oh, it's just some good potions that jump, but it's okay. She got to.
jumping
I
potions.
ran by them. I forgot. I totally forgot they were there, and then I turned around and she was like, grab, 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 grab.
Well, yeah, because
Because they're
you
good.
need
Dealing with me.
stuff.
She's used to trying to compete with me to pick stuff up.
When I did this on hardcore on a pug on one character, I made sure I got up there. I didn't take all of them. I just took one to make sure I
Oh,
got
yeah.
one of the jump potions.
I think I got when we ran it. I think I got one too.
Get up.
Right. Still political, but slightly different vein. Who's your favorite candidate that's run for president?
No
you've been-
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan? Okay.
You feel certain
Yeah.
that something deadly awaits you in the blackness.
I've had a good option.
As the darkness
Fair
engulfs
enough.
you, a voice
You probably haven't.
whispers in your ear.
I don't know. I don't feel like Obama the first time was a bad option. I also liked McCain.
Circle.
Circle.
Hey, Reaper.
I like McCain too, and I voted for him, but Reagan was still far better than though. Candidate
The
than McCain.
vampire chuckles as he
I like
oozes
the
back into the darkness.
McCain Obama. That was a nice election for me because I felt pretty good about either one of them winning, and I think that may have been the only time that I voted for a president that was true.
The
Unlike
vampire's
Clinton
form
and Trump,
crumbles
when
to
I didn't
ash,
want
and
either
the
of them to
magical
win.
darkness
Sure.
recedes.
I don't know if I,
spy
you know,
a
I'd
crest marked with the
probably say
symbol of
that
a hammer in one corner of the room.
I don't know that I would have been
That's
had
the
a lot of
last
issues with Romney being
quest.
president.
Time to return to the treasure room and claim your reward. A voice echoes through the stone passage.
You've been so very. I just couldn't think of it.
I think I'd probably say McCain would be mine.
And since you've eliminated all their guardians,
There's a frog.
why you'll simply have to stay.
I had a hell of a
to
lot of
take
respect
their
for him when he
places. I'll have
didn't
to
let
ask
someone
you to let Nixon knock
at
the skulls
one of
to the
his things
indoctrination center.
say Obama
I'll
wasn't
be
an
most
American, and I really
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
respected
yeah.
his response to
The
that.
birther thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll like it.
That's on your Reaper point?
Congratulations.
One of the wizard's magic mouths
First Reaper
confirms
points
your
this tune's ever
victory as
had.
You enter the treasure
Sweet.
chamber.
She's been around since
I
2006.
concede this
Or,
round to
yeah,
you
2006.
adventurers. I'm forced to admit.
Doesn't take very much when you have no
Small
points.
though I
Yeah.
confess, There's something to be
Very
said for
true.
the occasional setback. It makes my next
First
victory
character
taste
I
so
built
much
when I got
sweeter.
400 favor and got Drow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Elm's been around for a while, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's a fun quest.
It is.
It is.
Got time for one more.
I was kind of thinking about calling the stream at least.
No. All right.
Thanks for watching DDOCaSplat. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, we're trying to get Drac on and level him up and get him up to Epic so we can drag him through raids.
There you go.
Check out DDOCast.com for our weekly news and discussion podcast show and other fun stuff. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.